Hello, true believers, and welcome to another episode of Mediocre Spider-Matt. Today we're playing Real Treat Ultimate Spider-Man, playing it on the Xbox. A lot of requests for this one. I'm glad you guys loved the last episode so much. Ultimate Spider-Man probably actually the most balanced and well-aged of the PS2, Xbox, GameCube era Spider-Man's games. Demo, let me talk, okay? Spinning pile driver! It's fucking awesome. I love how they just jump out of the frame. It's, you know, these cutscenes age very, very well. You know, Spider-Man 2, even Spider-Man 3 is pretty shitty. Okay, so Venom's dead. So because it's a different symbiote, I'm not sure if he has the same strengths and weaknesses. I'm not that familiar with the Ultimate Spider-Man, especially the early part of the Ultimate Spidey universe, but...
I need it! It's not done.
Give it up, Mary Jane! I'm really bored. I'm gonna inhale a lethal dose of marijuana! Alright, so this is our tutorial. So this is Ultimate Spider-Man. Oh, God, the fucking controls are inverted. Yes! Thank God. Off the bat, the cel shading makes this age so much better. I've said that already like a couple of times just playing this video game, but it's, you know, you go back to Spider-Man 2, it's kind of hideous. It's a mess. Like even Spider-Man 1 on the PlayStation, as crude as it is, had a certain cartoony style that kind of fits. The movie games, not so much, but you know, it's a cartoony, vibrant world, and quite a few NPCs and cars running around. Like I think we're just in Queens, so we're not really pushing the boundaries of New York, time and space. So we're gonna try to get in there and into her house, and maybe try to crank one off before Aunt May opens up the door and sees what we're doing. Go down in my nerd basement. What a fucking moron! Alright, now we actually have my web zippers. My web shooters. We're selling it at the same time to web zip. So, the weird thing about Ultimate Spider-Man is that its web swing feels different than Spider-Man 2. I think it does, but it still feels good. I'm not sure if it's functionally different or anything. Maybe people that know better in the comments will tell me. Spider-Man, shut up! I'm trying to talk! I can't think of many Spider-Man games, any at all, where you're Peter Parker and you're like, hey everyone, I'm fucking Spider-Man because I'm doing Spider-Man shit. And it's not like he's brand new. He's been superheroing as Ultimate Little Boy Spider-Man for at least a few months in this game's canon timeline. Now we're meeting Mary Jane at the place.
Ta-da! You scared me.
You done with my butt, hole yet? There's an idiot causing trouble a few blocks from here. I need to skedaddle.
You even thank her, piece of shit. Don't worry about that kid everyone saw earlier. That wasn't Spider-Man, that was Incredible Leaping Child.
Out of the way, Piglet! All of you, just back off!
I never knew your name was Herman.
Oh no, it's you!
Well, you are kind of in my neighborhood, Herman.
Damn you, shocker! Shocker! It's the best.
Joke.
I just gotta web him up. This is the, it hurts him. That's it. I beat Shocker. I'll web you to the ends of the earth! When Spider-Man is facing down, enemy press L to subdue them before they get back up. Right, so I now remember that you can actually pummel guys forever and they don't really get killed, I think, or it's something like that where, yeah, I have to actually web them up to keep them down unless they always get up and ruin my Spider-Man butthole or whatever. Pop another hole in my spider butt. Look at that, that's awesome! That's great, I'm big fans of this. Whoa, this game's awesome! That's me, the god is shooting down this story mission. Whoa! Look at that. It's like a fucking nuke going off in Central Park or whatever. So there you go. Feels good. Feels good. I'm feeling good about being potentially Spider-Man good. Feeling good about my semen, I'll tell you that. That won't kill anyone. Alright, what's this?
Yo, Spidey!
Oh, fuck.
The world famous Fantastic Four. What do you say,
A race!
around Queens?
The very idea that Spider-Man could fucking beat Johnny Storm in a race. Get out of here. Oh, I remember a lot of Ultimate Spider-Man. If I could recall anything from it, it's that it had a lot of races, like against Venom, or against other characters, like I think Black Cat maybe. I just remember so much of this game being races, and some of them actually being a little frustrating, if I recall. I'm not sure if we'll be playing that much to really see, but I do remember when I rented this. Never bought it. This from Blockbuster. I was like, oh god, another race. Oh fuck. And I guess in the little racing graphics, we're going to be racing towards Hadouken from Street Fighter for some reason. I guess we're just both going to clash in a gigantic kinetic energy wave. That seems to be what this is going for. At least this is better than following Black Cat and Spider-Man 2. Does anyone recall that? You had a zillion stupid races and you would lose her easily, because she just had impossible, stupid AI that was always on a set path that was actually way faster than you could ever go, and you had to listen to Tobey Maguire's pathetic voice.
You're faster than I thought. Now I own you. Yeah, whatever. You ever want to race again, look me up. Hanging out at the back.
Johnny, you're my sex slave! Comic book token found. Check out the unlockables. Oh, check out unlockables. What did I get? What did I get? What did I get? Whoa, that looks like shit. Hey, what's going on over here? Wow, this is a fucked up situation when you look at it. You know, all you get this. Save you. You're mine now. I own you. Whoops.
Did I just say glub?
No, you just murdered someone, Spider-Man. Alright, now I'm feeling kind of bad because it did kill that lady. But, you know, that's Spider-Man, I guess. It's kind of weird that the music just stopped after I murdered her. I think it's trying to make me feel bad, and it's working. Oh, I'll be able to redeem myself because there's a new city event. Where's the city event at? There's a city event. What is your city event?
Thank you.
Oh! Wait, what? Why? What happened? Oh, I guess it got fucked up, the ambulance. I can't go to the hospital in the back. That's crude. He needs to be dropped off in the front. Oh, thank God. Just
Great work.
I'm late for work at the Daily Bugle.
That's hilarious. He's like bitter that he saved that man's life. What? What happened? Oh, that was 3 months earlier what we just did. Okay. Huh?
It's Tobes. Now listen.
What? What's the vulture doing here? I will suck out the plasma. God. I don't think Morbius has ever... Yeah! I'm Venom! It's fun to play as him, though. Leap great distances. The longer ours held, the further Venom will travel. It's really huge jump, actually. It's Hulk-like, I would say. So it's weird. So instead of our trigger being web shooting, it's this long jump. And I have a regular jump on the jump button. So that's what your web swinging is, because I guess they really wanted to make Venom different, so he doesn't no web swinging here. Oh, fuck. This dude's fucking dead. That's awesome. This is really great. Practice feeding. So this is kind of a commentary on the horrible, horrible repeating missions from Spider-Man 2, especially Kid with Stupid Balloon. Venom suit must be fed. Face Venom's prey and pull and hold L to feed. The longer I will suck up this child. I'm now full health. This child is now dead. So you also have that. Chairman Steve's, fuck you. What? It's... Oh, shit, I remember this. Gulp. I guess Venom wants a drink real bad.
Nice mess.
Well, there's our old pal, the Badger. So yeah, you have a boss fight against Wolverine. Camera lock if you turn on and off by clicking the right thumbstick, which is weird. Whoa, what's this? Whoa! Wolverine would never win this. Venom's strength is at like a 5. Wolverine's is at a 2 at most. What? Okay, he's almost dead. I'm not doing that terribly. There you go. I guess I beat up the Badger. The Badgerine. Whoa! Jump out of frame. I'm Spider-Man. Alright, that was Venom. That was fucking great. I forgot how funny he is to control. Alright, so it seems if you want to have more story progression, you have to do these things, which kind of sucks that it mandates that you have to do one more race. And unfortunately, I don't have to do any combat tours, but I'm not the biggest fan of just saying to the player, hey, you have to do these things, like with that amount. Maybe it just says like do 5 different activities and that's it, and you can do like the same ones over and over. You know what I mean? Like, at least make it a little less strict. There's a race against to follow the path, website, do whatever it takes. We won't judge you. If you want to suck a guy off to give you an Uber, sure. And sometimes these balls, these spider balls, I guess, get smaller and smaller, I think, as the race goes on, which is kind of a neat thing, I suppose, to make it a bit harder. Or maybe they get a bit bigger, I don't know. That one looked a little larger than the last one. All City Goals complete. New story missions are now available for your Spider-Man. I have more city tours. I have more city goals. What are my new city goals? City events, I gotta do one more city event. And then I'll be able to do a story mission. Then I'll gain the right to wear the Dragon Doji. Oh god, that's such an obscure reference. If you know what I just said, let me know. It's not even a Spider-Man fucking thing. I don't even know why I said it. My brain turned off while I was doing the combat tour. So I just gotta swing around and wait for a city event to pop up because they're random. All city goals and new story missions. I got a story mission. City event was a success. And I got this red angry godlight that's like, here, Spider-Man.
Breaking news from Queens. A creature described by eyewitnesses as looking, quote, sort of like a rhinoceros, but bigger.
It's weird because this Mary Jane would, like, in all other permeations of Mary Jane in games and stuff, it's like, fucking don't go. Spend time with me. I'm a girl. Pay attention to me. And then just like, why don't you care about me? Game just crashed. No. I was having lots of fun. Okay, we're fighting the lizard. This looks like the lizard came in through here. If I recall, this section was really neat where you have to like save a couple of people on the way as we make our way through this rampage. Save him! And there's a little time limit. And I like this sequence because Spider-Man should save tons of people, not just beat up villains all the time. The red line means it's not safe to put that person down. This is the danger zone. Alright, he has to be safe. He has to feel safe. No, wait, he has a specific area he wants to be. Never mind. Get him to the paramedics. He just wants to get in there. Okay, no, now is the safe place. And this is great because it kind of themes the boss fight we're going to have against Dr. Shocker Octopus over here. I mean, I think that's who it is. Lift the TV. I can do that. So this giant old, huge HD TV CRT, this would crush most people. And it would take Spider-Man's levels. Now, I don't know if stopping looters is the most important thing. We have these guys up, and you could, like, jump in the air and do combos on them, I think. Yeah, that's great. That's super mean when I think about it. Alright, looters have been stopped. Now I can go ahead. No, Spider-Man! I let down Nick Fury!
3, 4,
Okay, Carl Winslow is making someone freeze. It's Mecha Rhino.
Hey, you! Is that a rhinoceros horn, or you just happy to see? I'm so scared.
I actually really like this version of Rhino, Mecha Rhino. Rhino's never been my favorite Spider-Man villain of his massive rogues gallery, but Spider Sense, hello?
Don't worry.
What is this, Spider-Man Homecoming? We don't have a Spider Sense? So usually I've found so far playing this that doing double jumps into the web pole is the fastest like forward momentum you can get, seemingly. I'm not sure if it actually is. I haven't sped run this game, so I don't know for sure. All right, so if I recall, this boss fight is kind of tricky. Is that it doesn't really exactly tell you what you want to be doing. So you actually have to bring him all the way over to the cement mixer. Wait for him to try to punch you. Okay, I think that's it. Because Spider-Man just says usually, "Oh, I just need him to stand in front of the cement mixer." Whoomp! Oh shit, it's gonna fucking kill him. Oh, poor Rhino. Oh, we're still not done yet. He's still going, folks. I love how there's 2 Rhino icons in the HUD. That's great. Oh yeah, he starts throwing cars or some shit. This part's pretty self-explanatory, I think. You just kind of wait for the... Oh, fuck! I kind of find that the enemy lock-on doesn't work really well. I wish there was some type of cursor or, you know, some type of indication that you were actually locked onto the boss. Because sometimes I feel like I'm not. Right now I am. And clicking in the right stick is kind of weird to do it, but I guess it works. But it was kind of wonky in Wolverine versus Venom, and it's a little wonky here too. This Rhino is extinct.
Trask.
Trask, really?
Why does that name seem so familiar?
Because you're a nerd, Peter.
Okay. Wow. That was odd.
It's called puberty, Peter. All right, now, even though literally Peter just said, let me take a break from being spoders, we're being spoders and we have new city goals. Okay, you know, I'll collect some comic books. So finally on my way to Daily Bugle, maybe I'll finally get to see Jonah. Wonder if Peter took pictures, like sent dick pics to Jonah with his face cut out of the picture and just... Or maybe just put Spider-Man's mask on and just be completely naked. And he'd send them to Jonah, and Jonah would be like, "It's great! Front page material. It's a lot less veiny than I thought. Thought it'd have a bunch of veins that would look like a spider web." Meanwhile, good, I wanted to have another Venom section, so... This Eddie Brock is such a fucking dork. Not a fan.
Eddie Brock.
I don't get it.
Silver Sable. Alright, so just kill mercs as Venom. These mercs, of course, working for Silver Sable. Now, in a previous video somewhere, Wooly said he hates Silver Sable, which I find is a little harsh. I think she's cool in a, you know, in a B-tier Marvel hero sort of way. It's a cool name. She looks cool. One thing, though, is that since she looks a lot like Felicia Hardy, with just the silver hair and such, they just had Jennifer Hale play her, just like they do in almost every fucking Spider-Man game. She's always either Black Cat or Silver Sable or whoever. She's always those types of characters in these games. First, there's a face plant an enemy. If you throw an enemy. Wait, what? Press X and then B to perform a backbreaker. Hold on. Oh, awesome. But yeah, playing as Venom. I really like that in other Spider-Man games, like Shattered Dimensions and whatnot, they decided to put in other different characters you could play and, you know, let loose of some of them, because Venom is all, like, kind of destruction. But, you know, to sort of balance them out, that's why they have this health gimmick of always needing to recharge your health, which I guess hasn't been a real issue. I think maybe later on it got annoying, where you were stuck in situations where you're almost always needing health. I recall something like that. I recall some frustrating moments towards the end. Finally! Come on, Silver Saber, what you got?
Lovely.
Nothing. Great. It's me! So you bounce around between Spider-Man and Venom, and 4 consecutive attacks. Amazing. And you kind of piece together the story as it goes along, but like off the bat, it doesn't make much sense. You don't really know what the deal is. Just Venom's on the loose, and that's about it. Don't know why Silver Sable. Can't remember why Silver Sable's against him. I think Jonah has something to do with it, but I could be mega wrong. Wait, it's just Shocker again. He's just here. Damn you! What's Shocker doing here? Do I just beat him up? I guess. This is strange. Okay, well, you're dead, I guess, Shocker. Shocker! Alright, the city event. I have webbed Shocker in a random alley is over. The real threat is now gone. Shocker is no more. Alright, here's some fucking lore. The Yancey Street Gang is a bunch of British thug expatriates now living in Queens, known more for brash actions than rational thought. The Yanceys are more of an annoyance than a threat to the people of New York City. Mostly because they keep forcing everyone to drink awful, awful tea. So the combat seems a little more basic than Spider-Man 2 or a lot of other Spider-Man games I think about. You just have these punch kicks. There's no store. There's no real upgrades like that. I know. Like, I guess it's just consecutive hits to your combos, things like that. But I don't think I'm gonna get pop-up attacks, whatever. I mean, what's here is functional. It's fine, but I mean that's just the point. It's fine. What the fuck, Yancey Street Gang? That's crazy. So for those that don't really remember, or you know, you're too young. These games, pretty much all of the PS2, Xbox, GameCube, Spider-Man games were developed by Treyarch. Remember Treyarch? Before they became a Call of Duty factory, they made all types of cool shit. And now they don't. There's Venom's in my mind! You just take a massive shit. Oh man, he makes his spider sense going nuts. Minutes later, that's cool shot. All right, let's end today with a climactic final fight.
I thought my head is killing me.
Just focus up, motherfucker. He's gonna get you.
No, Eddie, no.
No, please, Eddie. I don't want to be one with you. I will fucking leave. Area of it. Okay, every second I'm near Eddie is causing me unimaginable pain. Area unavailable. This is just like that stupid fucking time. I can't get close to Eddie, but I have to beat him up. It's like the stupid fucking time where Spider-Man had to beat his robot father and couldn't because the robot father, the cyborg dad, had his father's face, and he's like, I can't fight my own father. It's just too hard to punch him because he looks like my dad. So what I'll do is that I'll punch him super hard and it'll change his face. Then it'll be easier to fucking fight him. That's a real thing that a comic book writer wrote in the 90s. Even as a stupid kid, Matt, I was like, that shit's fucking dumb. I'm gonna read Wolverine instead. That was a dark time for little baby Matt, I'll tell you that for free. There, he fucking did it, I guess. Yeah, fuck you, bitch.
Don't make me hurt you, Eddie. I'm totally serious.
Now it's like just time to fucking run, I guess. Blamzos. Did I die? Oh,
Sit.
bunk. What the fuck?
You guys with shield?
They're in the way.
Okay, but I killed the 5 million of these guys before. Venom better not get owned here. Oh no, electricity is one weakness. Wait, what? Maybe it's the ultimate version.
Stay here and oh nuts.
What a loser. So that was the climactic final fight against Venom, I suppose. So I think that concludes a quick look at Ultimate Spider-Man. You know, going back to it, it's really fun. I like the characters, like the graphics and stuff, but it does, you know, upon reflection, feel like Spider-Man Light. It doesn't really feel very open worldy. It feels very, you know, level based because you're always switching around between Venom and Spider-Man in these closed sequences. So, you know, it's a little different than some of the open world Spider-Man games, and I'm kind of shocked. I thought it was like, oh, it's just like Spider-Man 2. It's just, you know, with the Ultimate Spider-Man sort of look to it and feel, and that's about it. But no, it's actually, you know, quite different than I remember, but it's still cool. And being able to control Venom is always an absolute plus. There's not very many games where you got to be him other than, like, you know, separation anxiety and this, I guess. But yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised. Glad it held up, and but I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm glad it held up, and I hope you guys enjoyed this latest episode of the Mediocre Spider-Matt.